Hey YouTubers, JB Coins here with another Sunday Funday live stream. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun. Yikes. Got lots of good stuff on the table as always. Mossman, we are on. Jeff France, welcome. And welcome Mossman. S. Robbins, welcome. Sorry. Clearing the throat. Hopefully we have a decent turnout tonight. After last night, I think a lot of people thought I was going to be dead or something. Barbara, welcome. Tiny and Zoe, welcome. Big Slim, welcome. Bonnie, John Phillips, welcome. Alex, welcome. Jason Patton, welcome. Ida, that's funny. Bonnie, it's a good way to do it. Rochelle, welcome. Joni Duffy, welcome. Cosette, welcome. D. Reese, welcome. About as best as can be expected, D. Couple more days. So apologize for the voice. I swallowed wrong drinking my coffee. So it's just going to take a few minutes for that to clear out. Montague, welcome. Eddie Trees, welcome. Jamie Novotny, welcome. Southern Heights Records, welcome. Jose Calderon, welcome. David DeTavio, welcome. Angela, welcome. Smurf Girl, welcome. That's the pace I'm more used to. Chad Franks, welcome. Oh, that's right. Tonight's a school night, so B&A are getting ready for school. Well, the good news, B&A, is we're only going to be doing 2 boxes tonight. So it won't be going as long as it usually does. I'm reading an update I just got, so hang on a second, guys. Okay. Oh, I forgot about Cinco de Mayo. That's where everybody is. Dennis Jameson, welcome. Jem, welcome. Trapstar, welcome. David Gordon Jr., welcome. Angela, welcome. Michael, welcome. Scott Trujillo, welcome. Mark Bakavoy, welcome. Vern LaPointe, welcome. Westview Enterprises, welcome. Dennis Jamieson, welcome. Troy Long, welcome. Stacking Stobuck, welcome. Michael Gamino, welcome. That's funny, Ida. KCC, welcome. Robert Henry, welcome. Sharon W., welcome. Steve Reeves, welcome. David Smith, welcome. Glastron, welcome. With it being Cinco de Mayo, I didn't even think about it. I wonder if we'll see Real Whirler here. Tom V, welcome. Heather Campbell, welcome. Angela, welcome. MM&K, welcome. Greg McCoy, welcome. Wicked Little Things, welcome. Which video do we comment on? There's the link. Oh, you 812, welcome. B just put it up there where it says JB Coins in yellow. That's the link to the video. And just leave a comment. All right, we got 60 people watching, roughly. Just went to 58. 30 thumbs up. Daryl Ross, welcome. Very cool, Bonnie. He probably does. Matthew says he couldn't get the link to work. Pollock 14, welcome. Tennessee Jack, welcome. All right, so we were up to 70 people. We're down to 49, so I think we need to get going. And we already got our 1 thumbs down. And we still have rolls. We're only doing 2 boxes tonight. So we do have a couple of announcements real quick, updates on folks. First one is from Bonnie, forwarded to us from Scott Hall. Update on Daddy. Daddy is resting well tonight, but seems to be feeling a little bit better. Doctor says he's doing well, but he's still concerned about his kidneys. The plan at this point, if all goes well and his kidneys numbers get better, is to shoot to do the heart catheterization sometime on Monday and clear the blockages he may have in his heart. Thanks so much for all your phone calls, your words of concern and comfort, and most of all, for your... The last word got cut off. Something covered. So he knows we've all been praying for him. So, and he says thank you. So, next one is a new one from Southern Heights, who's here. Hasn't been here for a while, and he sent us a message before the live stream saying, Mr. J and Mrs. B, a big hello from Texas. I'm asking for prayers for my ex-wife, Maria, who has survived 2 brain tumors and now needs a liver transplant. I'm asking for all the JB community family for prayers. Thank you, Mr. J and Mrs. B, for all the hard work you guys do for us and for all information on coins, etc. Thank you again, and good luck to all tonight. God bless all. So Southern Heights is obviously one of those folks that usually is a regular and has done a lot for the channel and for the kids, and so obviously we send his prayers to Maria. He's basically pretty much spent the last month at the hospital with her, he said, which is why he hasn't been here. Jose Calderon, welcome. And he also made a second donation to the camera fund tonight on top of that. So another example. So thank you very much, Southern Heights, and God bless Maria. Now, let's try and get this event going. David Smith, you're up first. You have 10 rolls. How would you like to play it, sir? I thought I saw David Smith. Unless he got that big of a lag. Yeah, Sharon, I'm kind of guessing that the 2 thumbs down might be because we didn't start and they didn't see anything on the table, but I could be wrong. It could just be a couple of the trolls coming to visit. Tony Anero. Well, you made it here, so that's the important thing. Welcome. Greg Snedeker, welcome. David Smith, are you here? It's possible. If by accident somebody hit, David, you start us off. So however you want to play it, how many down, how many over, you've got 10 rolls, you can take an entire row. 4 down, 5 over, okay? 4 down, 5 over. Thank you, sir. Good luck to everybody tonight. Good luck to David tonight. Two, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Whoop. Chief 13, welcome. Indiana, welcome. Curtis, welcome. Michael, welcome. Okay, we got 1 black, 1 for David so far. Yep. What, sweetie? Okay. Oh. Numismatic coins. Very clever. Welcome. Sweetie, I need a 40%er, please. No. I have not seen either one of them. Didn't see them last night either. 68D. Didn't hear anything from Howard last night either. Good luck, David. There we go. 80 people. That's much better. Time for clink clink. Yep. That's funny, Heather. Vonda, welcome. Becky, welcome. Tom, welcome. Okay. Michael's asking, I think it's Michael, is asking for the link again. Somebody was asking for it. So B's going to put the link back up to the video for you to leave comments below to get into tonight's giveaways. Got some very cool ones. Something may look familiar. Real Ruler, welcome. Wasn't sure if you were going to make it or if you were going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo a little later. Or longer. Oh man, real ruler, totally understand. That's a tough position to be in, and you're a good friend for doing that. So never fault you for that. We must have pulled all the Nifsies out of North Carolina by now. It's possible. I think we got a lot of them out of South Carolina just in that one box. So anybody find any W's in the last couple days? That 83 was a no FG. Okay. I don't even see an 83. I have no idea. Are you talking about in this box, this batch, Ida? Oh, jeez. Okay. Thank you. I thought I missed one. Yeah. Sweetie? Josh, welcome. John, you know, I don't know if I've ever wondered if the same $50 went through my hands more than once in the same stream, but I've wondered whether or not I've gone through the same $50 in, you know, over a period of time of doing streams. We're not a real big market here, so that's, I think, you know, that has a lot to do with why the people that I love so much that mark coins do that, is to, in theory, to mark their territory that they've already covered, which, you know, as we've proven, doesn't work. But okay, David, none of the rolls except for the one with the mark on it. And you have 6 pulls. Good luck, David. Blank on the first one. Not what we want. Second one coming out. $40%er. $67 to go with the 68. Third one coming out. We found a couple of P's of those, Scott, but no W's. Not of American Memorial, we don't. We got a W Johnny of a of the first quarter. What? Our quarter. The Lowell quarter, yes. Yeah, the Lowell quarter we've got. He's saying American Memorial Park. Well, thank you. I think that was number 4. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Sharon W., welcome. Blank. Come on. Last one. That was number 3. Okay, so you got 2 more. Good. Once again, lost track. I get interrupted when I'm doing it. I lose track really easy. 40%er. $66. And so 1 more or 2 more, David? 2 more, he says. Gosh, blank. Even dig around. Last one. Joshua, welcome. That's all?
That's okay.
Okay. B says I screwed up, so 1 more, and it's 40%er. 65, 66, 67, and 68. So you got 4 of them. Thank you very much, David. Congratulations. Thank you always. Tony Zampano, welcome. Ida's up next. Surprised she's not, oh, she is. I missed it. 5 rolls. 2, 4, 5. 1 40%er. Marked roll. $68. Four thumbs down. Woohoo. If any of those, and I only say this because we've got a lot of new folks, if any of those were unintentional, you accidentally hit thumbs down, if you click it again, it will go neutral. It'll cancel out. And then you can go ahead and turn that to a thumbs up to help your fellow viewers. If it is a legitimate thumbs down, thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing. And thank you for counting, because you do. If you come here at all, even if it's just to do a thumbs down, you count as a view for us. So we appreciate it very much. And if you're a troll that got whacked, we appreciate it even more. Realtor's starting to paint him on the side of his car, I think. Nothing in the first roll. C-Rod, welcome. That's a good way to put it. No, Matthew, all you have to do is one time, and that gets you for the entire night. So thank you very much, and welcome. Last roll for Ida. No, USB microscopes are not expensive at all. I mean, there's a price range like anything else, but you can buy them from like $15 to probably around $39 or $49 for the really nice ones that have focus on them. And okay, Ida, 3 pulls. Leave it to Real Ruler. He knows the technical side of that. Me, I'd be saying, lick your fingers, touch the 2 wires. If it doesn't hurt, it's broken. First blank. Kids, don't try that. I shouldn't have said that. Two blanks. One more. God, struck out. Sorry, Ida. That usually doesn't happen. So you got a 68 40%er for the marked roll. Thank you very much. We do still have rolls available. JP is up next. Got giveaways next. Sorry. Did not see that. What are we giving away? This? Okay. Ooh. Very pretty. This is from Barbara. If you guys saw the mail call video, this will look familiar. It's a 1989S proof bicentennial of the Congress clad half dollar. I love this Indian on here. This thing is, it's the headdress and everything is just absolutely gorgeous. And then there's the Congress on the reverse. And this is a giveaway sent to us by Barbara. So thank you, Barbara. Absolutely gorgeous coin. Beautiful commemorative. '81 entries. Wow, that's probably the best odds we've ever seen. Good luck, everybody. Cosette. I'll make sure to look out for those. Cool. Cosette, wherever you are. I know I saw her. April Miller, welcome. Ruler, I'm absolutely with you on that. Cosette. Terry, you enter by going to the video earlier today that B will put the link up for. And Jose, welcome, Calderon. And all you have to do is, there it is right there, Real Ruler put it up, and just leave a comment in the comment section, and that gets you entered. And you have a minute from the time we call your name to claim your prize. So when we do these, it's always a good idea, which I didn't do myself this time because it caught me off guard, but it's a good idea to refresh your stream to make sure you haven't picked up lag and miss out because of it. So time's up for Cosette. Sorry, Cosette. So next. S. Robbins. Holy cow, what an amazing error and found in pocket change. Absolutely unbelievable. The dime hunt begins. Thank you so much for sharing, B&J. God bless. S. Robbins B says you need to buy a lottery ticket. Carlos Diaz Santiago, welcome. Mr. Breeze, welcome. Ann Whitworth, welcome. And I'm going to refresh real quick while we try and find if S. Robbins is here. She said here? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, S. Robbins. And I was refreshing my screen, so I didn't see it. Sorry. Oh, and here's the tag that goes with it if you want. That was from Barbara. Yes, we have rolls. So, JP is up next. And does JP have, is this, sweetie, is that 2 rolls? Okay. $4. 4 rolls, okay. And Cosette just checked in. Sorry, Cosette. No marks on them rolls. Good luck, JP. Yeah, Real Ruler, you were saying about people marking the coins and especially the ones that cut them. We're finding a lot of them in the local boxes lately. In fact, I can see one right here. This roll right here is one of them of many that I'll probably come across tonight, that somebody took something like a screwdriver or a pocket knife and went across his face, basically from his forehead to "In God We Trust" over here, you know. Nice big scratch. Sometimes they do multiple scratches. And I agree, to me that's more aggravating even than the ones that mark the coins. But I think what's moved to the head of the line for me lately is spending a little time lately watching some of the other streams. And I don't like to bash anybody else's stream. So it's kind of a tough one, but when I look at a stream or look at a thumbnail for a stream and they've got the numbers written in magic marker on the end of the coin, what it is, you know, and I guess their theory is, well, you can wipe it off with alcohol. Oh, you can't. That coin that coin is ruined. Okay, if that was a potentially gradable coin, that coin is ruined. So, Neanderthals, knuckle draggers, things like that we used to say in the old neighborhood kind of come to mind. It's like you're promoting the coin collecting hobby and you're trying to educate people about how to do this the right way, and then you take a magic marker and exactly how can you take a magic marker off a Nifty and not damage it? It's absolutely counter to what someone who's supposed to be teaching people about coins and how to preserve the value of the coins and how to protect them after they find them and what to do with them after they find them. And then to turn around and take a magic marker or a paint stick and write on them. Geez. Sorry. That was my rant for the night, I hope. Scott Trujillo made a donation to the Camera Fund. Thank you very much, Scott Trujillo. We really appreciate that. Here's another one of those coins I was talking about where somebody took a screwdriver. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Yeah, right there. From his I all the way to the Y across the coin. That's recently new trend. I've only seen those in boxes probably in the last few months. Here's another one. And it's the same thing. It's from the I to the Y. And I probably won't show those again because I usually don't show the marked coins, because if that person happens to be watching, then they get their jollies that their coin showed up, because they're just twisted. Like you guys said about the thumbs up trolls, they just don't have a life, The coin has no value to them, so therefore the coin has no value. There's another one with a hole drilled in it. Mad Carol, absolutely. You should never clean your coins. If you have a coin that is dirty or tarnished and it is a highly collectible coin, then the grading companies like PCGS and NGC in particular have what they call restoration or conservation services, okay? And they can take a coin that's not a rainbow. I mean, thing is, if you send them a rainbow coin, some people I've seen actually on a video take a rainbow coin, beautiful, gorgeous rainbow coin, and dip it in chemicals to clean the toning off of the coin to make it nice and shiny silver, okay? So I know there's a few of you on here that would probably like to catch that guy. But if you send a coin, and if you go to PCGS's website, and it's pcs.com, and it's a great thing to learn. It's a great thing to see how it works, okay? The right way to do it, which is their professional way to do it. And they actually have their thumbnail for restoration services, and they show the coin before and after restoration. And on the left, it's dark, it's muddy looking, it doesn't really catch your eye. But on the right, it's been restored, and the thing is extremely valuable and highly graded. And if you just dipped it in some chemical or washed it with soap and water, guess what? Improperly cleaned, no grade, no value. So definitely a video worth watching, and it's right on PCGS.com's website, right on the main page. Elma, welcome. Yeah, I actually watched the video yesterday after the live stream, and there was a guy purporting to be a coin dealer, and he was explaining to people how to clean their coins and how he cleans coins in his shop, and that he's not damaging the coins. He's restoring them to their original finish. Okay, he's dipping in sulfuric acid. Yeah, that's not going to remove anything from the coin. Basically, for folks that don't remember chemistry class, sulfuric acid is what you put in batteries in the old days. Third degree burns, melt things in it and make it disappear and never be found. So 2 polls for JP. Good luck, JP. Cedelin, welcome. Michael Gamino, special day. I'm 66 years old today, but more important, I have 20 years sobriety today. Congratulations on both. I'm not sure which is more special, making it to 66 or 20 years of sobriety. Probably 20 years of sobriety, because you probably wouldn't have made it to 66 if you needed to get clean and sober 20 years ago. Let's just say, not so much personal experience, but I know enough people that were there, and unfortunately lost a cousin my age, beautiful girl, that didn't get clean and sober enough times. Went through rehab a few times, and she made it to 50, 51, and they found her in a hotel. So, because she had too much money and no self-respect, she had image issues, and she was absolutely stunning. You would not believe, you know. So 20 years, I'm proud of you, man. That's amazing. Sorry about that, I guess. Second rant, but it's a congratulatory rant. Two polls for JP. 90%er. See, the delay was worth it. 90%er. One more. Michael Marks. Not that I remember. Oh, that's a good one, Ruler. All right, so JP, you got 164 90%er, absolutely gorgeous coin. Congratulations to your husband, Heather. That is really, that is a very, for folks that don't know, that haven't had to personally experience it or support someone who has had to go through it. It's not as easy as just saying, oh, you know, you got to do this or whatever. It's very hard. And quitting the first time is very rare. And it's very easy to slip, and then you got to start all over again. And, you know, helping, I think helping two things: being afraid of needles my whole life, and helping a friend cold turkey off of a very bad street drug, basically, back in the 70s. That required the use of needles. And I stayed with him for 3 days while he went cold turkey through withdrawals before we took him to the hospital. That was not fun. So God bless all of you that go through it, and that put up with the folks that have to go through it, because they really, really need your support in order to survive and to do it. Wow, Pammy. Good for you that you say battled, past tense. S. Robbins, 5 rolls. Let's get back on to, I know being clean and sober all the time is a positive, but the people we lose along the way is not, so I'd rather we focus on the positive. Last night was a downer enough. In that respect, anyway. It was a fun evening. Everybody said they had a good time, but everybody got real worried about me and B. I got very worried about B, especially when I turned around and she's laying flat on her back on the ground, on the floor, insisting that she's fine. But that's her. And we're both a little on the stubborn side. I at least have an excuse. The military taught me that you don't just lay down because you're tired. You keep going until the mission's done. You can always sleep when you're dead, or when the mission's over, you can, collapse somewhere. But they would keep us up 48, 72 hours, whatever, because it's not like nowadays where they have a timeout card in boot camp or a stressed card. I'm stressed, Sergeant. I need a timeout, please. It's like, oh my God. Yeah, Roadrunner, there are roles for a change. There are roles left on a Sunday, and we are only doing 2 boxes tonight. Could you imagine somebody on the battlefield that came out of boot camp during this era where they have that timeout thing, and the bad guys are really laying it on them heavy, and little dimwit trainee, much stuff downrange on me here, could we have a break for a few minutes? It's definitely a different world that I grew up in. Way to go, Eddie. All right, S. Robbins, 2 more rolls. Trap Star, your father was staff sergeant in the Marines? Yep. Well, then you definitely know. The job ain't done till it's done, not just because you're tired. If it's dark, put on a flat helmet with a headlamp or, whatever. Unless he was a little easier on you as a kid and said, okay, well, we'll finish it tomorrow, and then got you up at like 0530 or 0600 or whatever, whenever sun came up, or maybe shortly before. Yeah, I'm of an era where night of boot camp, they kept us up all night. I mean, we got up very early to get picked up, to get taken to boot camp, to taken to the bus and the train and the induction center and all that stuff. And then we finally showed up at boot camp, got to our barracks, and literally flopped on the floor, leaned up against concrete, started falling asleep. And the drill sergeant, who all of us will never forget, was barely 5 foot tall. I don't think he weighed 95 pounds. He was a boiler tech chief, which means he was a chief petty officer who worked in the boilers in the bottom of the ship, on destroyers mostly. Little skinny little guy, little short little guy, with a handle brush, red mustache, and red short crop military haircut hair. And he didn't even come up to my chin. That's how short he was. And I'm 6'2", like I said last night, but he didn't even come up to my chin. And we had guys in our boot camp unit that were, 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". One guy I think could have played for the NBA. He was that tall. And this guy, he didn't even, I don't think he barely came up above the guy's belly button. And he's screaming up at the guy, and he put a chair in front of the one guy and stood on the chair so he could scream eye to eye at the guy. And then we started to laugh, and of course we all got it. And he finally let us go to sleep at 1 or 2 in the morning, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, just like in the movies, the trash can came flying down the center of the bunk hall and woke us all up, along with a lot of screaming and yelling and cursing from him. That was a little over 40 years ago. It still sticks. The training still sticks. So, S. Robbins, you want some silver? I don't blame you. Yes, Steve Reeves, we do have a series of videos for new collectors. We have a series of videos called playlists that are on various different topics. One of them is about new collectors, and it goes everything from, okay, you've decided to collect first, what supplies do you need, how do you take care of them, how do you, I mean, the whole step-by-step process. We also have denomination-specific ones like the nickel series, which ends with a type of nickel that most even senior or fairly, God, what's the word I'm looking for? Experienced coin collectors, knowledgeable coin collectors, may have never seen until they see that video or see them in a show somewhere and ask a question. Although they are becoming more popular. Yeah, we're very close to Paris Island. So every once in a while when I drive by and see the graduation sign out on the main highway, it's like, oh God. So S. Robbins, you got 3 pulls. Let's see if we can't get you some silver. We're due. $40%er. Indiana, I'm sorry if something offended you. I don't know who said what or what you took offense to, but clearly there's, you know, nobody here on the channel. Oh, he's upset at that. Well, then he should be really upset at me then. So apologize, but that's the way I feel about it, you know, because you're basically ruining a coin forever that no one else can ever have. And maybe they need it for the collection, or maybe it's a coin that's valuable and you just don't know enough about coin collecting to know that it's valuable. I've seen coins that were worth money that were damaged because people either scored them with a screwdriver or a knife or marked them with spray paint or magic marker or whatever. So, you know, I'm sorry. So, well, he would be the 5th thumbs down, I'm guessing then, if he's already gone. So there's plenty of channels out there that, like I say, that I noticed that were doing it themselves. So he's got plenty of places to go. He marks coins and doesn't like that others don't like it. Oh, well, I just noticed that, Real Ruler. So yeah, I figure that's him, and I figure he's finally realized that this may not be the right home for him. So he's got at least 4 or 5 more that he can go. And he can go over there and tell them that we were complaining about it. And they'll probably pat him on the back and say, it's okay, you can wipe it off with this. Yeah, okay. 40%er. There you go. All right, somebody keep me honest. I believe that was the first pull out of the 3 for S. Robbins. I think she's got 2 more. Timeout card, Heather. Blank on the second pull. So this should be the last pull, correct? Exactly, Wicked. If you want somebody to tell you that it's okay to do something that you're doing that is wrong, this is not the place. Blank on the last one. Is that not right? Because that's how we wind up with kids that are screwed up and do stuff they're not supposed to do because mommy and daddy never wanted to be the bad guy and tell them that what they were doing was wrong. And they never went to boot camp to have the sergeant tell them that what they were doing is wrong. So guess they got a dose of that here because we got a lot of us that are ex-military. We got a lot of ex-military brats. It's going to happen. S. Robbins, you got 2 40%ers. Congratulations. Let me get up and mark this. Pulling double duty here for a second. And where'd this one go? Tap that real quick while I'm doing this for B. Hold on for a second. Okay. Michael, you belong to the country club. Congratulations, man. No, seriously, thank you for your service, man. The Navy has some seriously good golf courses. They love their golf courses, but the Air Force's golf courses kill it. And the AC in their barracks never fails like ours did all the time. So, and the other job than this one was 25% military or ex-military or retired military. And out of that, probably 60-70% were Air Force, former Air Force. Heather's up next. So a lot of my buddies are former Air Force, so, and former Marines and any service branch. But we've all got nicknames for each other. But God help anybody that a civilian out in town that tried to pick on any of us when we were younger. Weak struck 2019s in my roll tonight states, and on the reverse are weak. I would put those aside. A weak strike things, it could be a partial blockage, it could be struck through grease, it could sit aside very carefully and try and do some research on them and see if you can find whether or not any of them have been graded yet or are for sale on eBay. That's a really good starting point, believe it or not, is eBay. See if there's a coin that looks like yours and what they're asking for it and what it looks like, what they're calling it. And that can sometimes get you 80-90% of the way there, especially if you can hold it up to the picture and it looks just like yours, okay? They may have the wrong term on there. They may have the wrong terminology, but they may not. They may have FS 101, for example, or FS 106. Well, that would be a designation of a variety, which means they've already been attributed, they've already been found, and now you can submit those coins to the grading company using that number. And if it turns out that the number's wrong, when it gets to the grading company and they look for FS 106, they're going to look at it a little harder, looking to see if it meets the parameters of the diagnostics of an FS 106 designation. And they're going to say, oh no, that's not an FS 106, but it is an FS 105. And you'll still get your designation. So just another little trick. That was little things like that sometimes jog some of those dusty old ideas out of the back of my head, especially when I'm doing this. So hope that helps you guys. And good luck. Good luck, Heather. Or did I already pull Heather's? God, I am losing it tonight. Yeah, these are Heather's. And Whitworth. Now what do I do? There you go. Ruler's taking care of you. Yeah, and I'm getting some. I got to update my screen because it's my laptop is doing the circle of death a couple times, so it may not be totally current. Move my hand because okay, did that. All right, cool. You know, if Ruler's right about me being able to hold so still that you guys think that the screen's froze, you know, I'm a little worried that one of these days I'm going to be laying there somewhere like that and they're going to think that I'm no longer with us. You know, get picked up by accident. Oh, the coin was moving? Cool. Yeah, every once in a while you see me, I poke it. The idea that I'd had for that was basically when I go to change boxes and wash my hands, that kind of thing. But I kind of thought that just the movement of the table, things like that, would cause it to move like other things, but it doesn't. I think it's the heaviness of the coin and maybe this pivot right here that it doesn't move as much as I suspected it would. Especially with this, I thought it would really pick up on it, but if you see, it kind of dampens it down. So a couple folks had some ideas, so we'll see if we can tweak it a little bit, make it a little more sensitive. It might not be as pretty, but maybe it's something as simple as replacing this knot with like a fishing swivel where it just pivots, you know, all the time. That might be, you know, a very simple fix that'll make that thing move a lot more. But obviously if my hands are moving and all that, and that's not, we're not frozen. That's frozen. Oh, Indiana's still here? That's awesome. And Indiana, I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't know you were doing it, but those are my beliefs and the beliefs of a lot of folks here that you shouldn't mark coins. Okay, it's actually a federal offense. Not that anybody ever really cares that it's a federal offense, but it really is. And you know, so you do have to kind of decide if you like it here and you're having a good time. It's real simple. It's just like the G rating for the family, for the kids. You need to adhere to the rules of the site. You know, any channel has the right to ask someone to leave or just block them, which you've seen us do a whole bunch of times. You know, usually because they're trolls and they're saying something that's not appropriate for little kids. But you know, if you want to go to another channel where they mark coins and think it's okay and that's fine, cool. But you know, we'd love to have you stay, and if that's what you're doing, that's your business. You know, I mean, we don't judge people here based on their behavior. Yeah, Heather, that's exactly what I was thinking. What you do behind closed doors is your business. Okay, so there's a lot of folks here that, you know, are not, how do I say it politically correct so I don't upset other people? they're not Ozzie and Harriet, okay? If you're old enough to know who those are. So, see, and I didn't, Indiana, I didn't see that. And you know, because I'm, you know, doing the coins, B's downstairs. So I didn't catch it until somebody said you were upset. So I didn't even know what you were upset about. So that's why initially I was, you know, like, hey, what's going on, man? What happened? Um, Mason Tricks, welcome. Um, so guys, if he wants to do that and if he wants to stay part of the channel, that's fine, man. Just, you know, but yeah, name calling's probably not an appropriate response either. And, you know, yeah, I said, you know, that I thought people that did it were knuckle draggers and Neanderthals, but, you know, I'm talking about the people that run a channel and teach people how to collect coins and take care of coins, you know? So, but you disagree with me saying it's okay for him to stay, or? Yeah, Roadrunner, it is technically, but so is melting pennies and Chad. Yeah, I care about obviously the coins too, but you know, I don't think Indiana means I don't think Indiana means to offend any of us any more than we mean to offend Indiana. It's just exactly, you know, let's just have fun, agree to disagree, and just, you know, Indiana, you're just going to have to understand that when it comes to that topic, that folks have strong feelings. Okay, so so let's just have a good time, and and um, we had a misunderstanding, but it's no big deal.
Okay.
Dorothy, welcome. You okay? All right. Heather, you might want to see if anybody bought coins.
Yes, I know.
Okay. I know, sweetie. It's been an interesting since you left. So, wonderful coffee. Anna Hutchinson, welcome. Forkika, welcome. Hoss Farms, welcome. All right, Heather has 3 pulls. No problem, Indiana. Absolutely, absolutely. You're part of the family, and you know, like I always say, this is the family you get to pick. Okay, and there's a reason that we teach it that way, and there's things that people on this channel do in the privacy of their own home that it's their business, and I, you know, may not be what I would want to do, but it's their business, and they're part of the family, and we love them, and we don't question, you know. Crimson Air, is it illegal to melt U.S. precious metals coins today? Silver, no. It is not illegal. There was an act passed in 1918 that covered that and has never been rescinded. So there are actually, if you go, actually on YouTube, you can find them. There's a lot of guys that go out and buy not only bars, but they buy random date American Eagles, things like that, and also 90 percenters, and they melt them down and turn them into their own personal coins or whatever they're making. So that one is covered. Nickels and pennies right now we're not allowed to, but silver we are. So that would cover quarters and half dollars if they're silver. Silver dollars. So Bama Silver, welcome. Montague, I think I said welcome. Canadian coin collector, welcome.
Still have rolls. In box
We
number two.
still have rolls in box number 2. And I still owe Heather 3 pulls. Blank on number 1. A 26 Morgan? I didn't think they made Morgans in 26. S-Free, welcome. 40%er on the second pull for Heather. There we go. That's a little better. $40%er. 66, another 40%er. So, Heather, you got two 40%ers, 66 and 68. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Ezahad, welcome. Ezahad, check out on our website, JBCOINSINC.com, and check out preferred email, and you can see what your options are there, okay? For us to do that. Melting a Morgan would be a mortal sin. Yeah, again, it depends. If the coin is really a smooth, slick, true junk silver, the definition of junk silver that is industry standard, if you will, and my definition of junk silver is completely different. To me, if it looks like a discus, then, you know, or a dinner plate, then it's junk silver. But if there's stuff that's legible, it might not want to, because if you can pull a date, it might be an extremely rare date, and even in that crummy condition, might be worth quite a bit more than the melt value of that coin. So, Samtha, welcome. All right, so next up, C-Rod, 10 rolls. 6, 7, 9, and 10. Now we got one black one. Whoops. One black one. So 140%er. It's a good way to start out. Guarantees you silver. 68. Oh, 1884. Oh, Morgan. Oh man, I love the New Orleans, like you have, and the CCs for Carson City, and then I love the really obscure ones, the Charlotte and the Del Nega. Don't have any Charlotte or Del Nega. Those are pretty much gold coins from the first gold rush, which we've done videos on. And those mints were lost to the Civil War. And so needless to say, those coins are worth a lot of money. Way out of our budget. Eric, welcome. Welcome, Lane. That's going to depend on the condition because the grade, the mint mark, I mean, is for collectors is very desirable. From an auction house standpoint or a grading company, to a degree, I was going to say they don't care. They do, but you know, a CC, an O, or a Philadelphia to them when they're grading it, they're grading the coin on the merits of the coin. An auction house, they're going to look at the value of the coin, and if it's, you know, 10 times more valuable than your coin, then, you know, they're going to pay more attention to it. And if yours is 10 times more valuable, they're going to pay more attention to it. There are places like Heritage that if you have a coin that I believe they had to raise the limit. I think the minimum value of your collection. So if you submit one coin or I think multiple coins with a total value of at least $5,000, I think it is, they have a thing on their website at ha.com, which we have a link to over on JBCOINSINC.com, or you can just go to ha.com, called Free Appraisal. And I don't remember what the minimum is for them to do the free appraisal because they were getting bombarded, especially when we started telling people about it a lot a couple of years ago. And so it may be a minimum for the auction, but the minimum may not apply to the free appraisal. And I can't remember if, no, I don't think the grading companies were doing that. Yeah. Crimson Air, good point. I know this past week, I'm not sure how many of you pay attention to the spot price like I do. I've admitted to it many times over the years because I had a job where that was my job, was to buy silver and copper and steel and, you know, precious and non-precious metals. And so I still have an app on my phone from AppMex. I could have it from JM Bullion or anybody, Kitco. There's lots of companies that will give you the spot price like they have in the coin shop. And I've used that to my advantage many times where I've seen that silver has dropped 20, 30, 40 cents all of a sudden because something that happened in the news or the markets or whatever. And I've run to the coin shop and verified with the coin shop owner or salesperson that they're going to honor that 40% announced drop in silver price, and the good ones do. And last week, silver broke down to $15. It went down to $14.60 something in one day. And needless to say, I got some silver eagles coming at $14.60 a piece. And then it went right back to 15 and a quarter, 15.30, and the last I saw it closed for the weekend, I think at 15.01. So it's down about $1 from where it was a month ago. It's the lowest price, spot price on silver that it's been in over a month right now. And even though it was 30 or 40 cents lower at various during the trading day last week, it didn't close below 15, I don't think, except for maybe one day it was at 14.99. But it's something to keep an eye on. If you're thinking about making a purchase, there you go, 14.98. The markets are probably open. If there's an arrow showing up or down, that means right now the markets are open, because you have to remember it's a worldwide market. It's not just the New York Stock Exchange or the metals markets in Chicago. it's worldwide. So if Japan's open or if Europe is open, you're going to have price movement, okay? And you can anticipate based off of that price movement before we open tomorrow, kind of where we should be going tomorrow when our market's open. And that's what most of the coin dealers are going to be working off of, is whatever that market opens up at. But during the weekend, if the price is fixed for the weekend, like JM Bullion has it at 14.98, as Free says, you can buy knowing that that price is fixed for that period of time. You've got 36 hours, 48 hours possibly to be able to buy at that price and not worry about it fluctuating when you're putting your order in. So if you're really addicted to this sickness like I am, yeah, I check it probably, I hate to admit it, I check it probably between a dozen and 2 dozen times a day, just out of habit. Rocky, yeah, Caden's video, we played that last night in the stream, so it should be in last night's live stream. We did that after the first box. Do you remember, sweetie? Yeah, I think it was at the end of the first box. Yeah, JP, I used to check it. I used to have it actually scrolling across my laptop at work, or my desktop screen at work. You know, obviously, because I mean, I was having to buy for the whole company, so it was large amounts of money that weren't mine. And the process of, you know, the stuff sitting on a ship somewhere, you know, millions of ounces or millions of pounds of ounces, you know, it just, the whole thing to me was just amazing. But I mean, I had it scrolling across the screen, and then I had another screen in the corner that had, I think it was MSNBC, the financial channel during the day. I had that on mute, so that if anything breaking was happening in the market that would affect the metals, I could see that, and I could hopefully react before the market react. You know, because I learned over time what would trigger certain things. But back then, we didn't have phone apps for that. So I had to be hooked up to a computer to be able to see that. And when I would leave work, the only place I could get it was if MSNBC or one of the financial networks was still on the air on cable, and I had that channel. So otherwise, I was lost till I came back into work. Once they came out with phone apps, it was like that was like cutting a kid loose in a candy store and saying, "Hey, have whatever you want." Okay, C-Rod, we did not find anything in those rolls except for the marked roll. You got 6 pulls. D. Reese, pence is still used in a lot of countries. So there should still be, I believe, that if the countries didn't go to euros and they had pence, that they would still have current year pence. And with the breakup of the euro, with Brexit and all that, it's possible they're already starting to talk about spinning up some of the mints again. Whew. We got to find out what's up with that AC, sweetie. 40% on the first one for C-Rod. 66 to go at the 68. Number 2 for C-Rod coming out. Only 2 boxes tonight, JP. %40 on the second one. I don't know if Caden's here. I don't know if I saw Kim either. Okay, so that was second. Night Moss Man, blank on the third pull. Becky, welcome if I didn't say it already. Blank on the fourth pull. I think that was the fourth pull. And I'm concentrating. That's the scary part. Fifth one coming out. 90%er. That makes up for a lot of ills. 64. And I knocked that coin over. It's amazing. I knocked that coin over, but that didn't hardly move. Last pull. Blank on the last one. Whew. Okay, so C-Rod, you got a 90% 64, and you got 3 40%ers. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Who's next, B? I don't recall. Crimson area, yeah, it depends on the coin, but yeah, they do. They actually will differentiate between, for example, and a strong strike, if that's a known variety on a coin, like the videos we just did recently about that. So if it's a known defect, yeah, they will. If it's a discovery where nobody else has turned it in, that's where having Mr. Wexler was always nice, because he could look at it and say, yeah, this is a partial blockage, or this is a weak strike, or, you know, it is or isn't worth grading. You know, the thing you have to remember is each coin, to a degree, it's all subject to condition, but you can have, as we showed in a couple of videos recently, you can have coins that are absolutely god-awful ugly, but because of their rarity, are worth a small fortune. So, you know, one coin could be exactly the same as the other coin, year, mint mark, and everything else. Condition could be the same, except there could be that one little thing that completely changes the value. So that's why it gets hard to get down to that level, and for us to look at a picture and say, yeah, you got this. We don't do that, because it's just not fair to you guys. With Mr. Wexler and anybody reputable giving you advice on what a grade is or what an error is, they should have that coin in their hand, because like the old man that turned us on to the microscope and taught us so much about things like the spitting horse and finding doubled columns on pennies and things like that, he was down to the point of what lighting you needed and what angle the lighting needed to be at, because as he put it, if you put the wrong light or at the wrong angle or the wrong intensity, you're going to see things on that coin you were never intended to see, and that the graders will never see. So you may take a coin that's perfectly valuable and gradable, and toss it back in the return pile because you had, 50x on it with, you know, a household lamp light on it. So natural light is the best. Clear bulb was his second favorite. LED, I think, was his third favorite. But things like the microscope LED, perfect. Or you can do what he did, which is he put a separate lamp to the side with a small little clear bulb on it, and that's how he did it. He had a great big scientific binocular microscope that Scott, 5 rolls. We're going to get through this box eventually. Been a very interesting night. Yeah, lighting can make a huge difference. I'll go through coins a lot of times, especially when I'm picking through the coins to help B. We'll go through these at night sometimes using our studio lighting, and then we'll leave them on the table, and then she will open the drapes in the morning when the sun is out, and at a certain time of the day when she has the lighting she wants, she'll go back over them again. And a lot of times she'll reject, and sometimes she'll look at the reject pile and find one that's not as bad as she thought. But the lighting can make that much difference. So did I just put that down? Yeah, sorry. Almost got a bonus there, Scott. Oh, angle can absolutely change. Tiny, absolutely. You guys can see that when I try to hold stuff up to the camera. It doesn't look like anything, and then all of a sudden the camera and the light and the coin hit a certain distance and a certain angle, and bang, and then you guys see what I'm seeing. And so that's why if you're going to take this serious and you're going to learn, and you really have to ask questions. You have to, when you see an old guy like that that's got a booth set up like that, and he's not trying to sell you something, and he's just demonstrating. I mean, that's what he does. He's part of the youth, supporting the youth in numismatics, because he's been a teacher his whole life, and he's a retired teacher, and so that's what he does. He works with kids, and B and I are a couple of his kids that show up every show he's at, and usually bring 2 or 3 coins that we think are pretty cool, and have him check it, and we don't have to wait 8 weeks. We just, what do you think of this one? Oh, that's pretty cool. Check this out, and then he'll look at it, and sometimes we get the thumbs up, sometimes we get the thumbs down, but he always teaches us something. And if you got a really sharp coin store owner that's honest and really knows what he's doing, has been through like the ANA grading school, and is a certified grader, just like the ones that grade the coins at the grading companies, hopefully they will take the time and go over it with you. But there's a lot of stores that just slap the PCGS dealer sticker on the door and make you think that they're certified graders, and they may or may not. So it's not a bad question now that I think about it to ask them, hey, are you a certified grader, or you just grade coins? All right, Wicked, ease up. Wexler was a high school calculus teacher before returning to the numismatics. I didn't know that. Wow. There's a painted edge, 94, to make us think it's silver. What do you think, sweetie? No? Okay. I'll just cross-check on the ones that I'm not positive. Oh. Unfortunately, nothing there. So 3 pulls for Scott. Michael says, hey, puppy. You can hear him. You're panting a little hard there. Yeah, it's pretty warm in here. We had a hot day outside today. We've got the heat. We've got the opposite of a lot of you guys up north. The cold that came up north drove the heat down here. And our ACs, we have a heat pump, not an air conditioner. And heat pumps are notorious for not keeping up when the heat spikes. So it hasn't been able to keep up all day with the temp going up. So it's set for 73, but it's like 78, 77 in here. So I'm sweating while I'm doing this. Good luck, Scott. 3 pulls, all left-handed. Blank on the first one. Blank on the second one. Maybe we should try right-handed. $40%er. Maybe there's something to that. There you go, Scott. 60AD. Sorry it wasn't more. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And thank you for the donation as well for the camera fund. Ida's up next. 5 more rolls. Green one. There's your green one. Ida got it. Yeah, that's true. Good point, Roadrunner. He only covered U.S. coins, and he had also, and I don't know, maybe that should have been a sign, but there is somebody, if you go to his website and your question is about nickels, and the last time I looked, it was only specifically nickels. Ida, here's your green one. 42 walking lady. Look at the details on the feathers on this one. If I can get it in the right focus, like we were just talking. No rainbow, but I mean, the feather detail on this thing is just absolutely amazing. Even on the top wing here, you can see all the little feathers. It's just a beautiful coin. Yeah, anyway, there's a guy that Brian, I think his name is, that Mr. Wexler for about a year now has been deferring off to Brian on nickels. And Brian's got a lot of really good information about nickels. And he, I believe, also honors Wexler's pricing of $5 to check a coin. And I probably should have remembered that. I don't think he had anybody else covering any of the other denominations. I think the rest of the U.S. denominations were all referred back to Wexler. So it'd be worth, you know, if you have a nickel, definitely go there and send it off to Brian. If it's not a nickel, it might not hurt to check his website, which I'll probably do when we're done, because now I'm curious. Yeah, Crimson Air, isn't it amazing, the old silver dollars? And think about the old days when that was normal to have, you know, 4 or 5 of those in your suit pocket, right? Clanking around in there along with the rest of your change. Plus the big bills. Yeah, and the pocket watch, which is probably, if you think about it, and I hadn't really thought of it this way, but the pocket watch, your either your vest or some of your pants had a little slot for the pocket watch to go into, a little pouch. And if you think about it, that probably was because you had silver coins, large silver coins, in your pants pocket. And if you put that pocket watch in there, which was usually gold on the outside of the case, and then you had a crystal face, you would destroy, at the very least, you would destroy the watch, which were not cheap. That's why you usually got one when you retired after 25 years. And it was a huge honor to get a solid gold pocket watch when you retired. Unless you worked for a railroad, then you got one because you needed it to run the train. But yeah, that's probably, I never really thought of it. That's probably why they had it separate. Mark, those are called back pockets. That's where I see everybody carrying their cell phone down here. Sticking out, hanging out of their back pocket. Where people used to put their chew, now they got a great big old gigantic cell phone, the biggest one they can get, and stuff it in their back pants pocket. And every once in a while they forget and sit down on it. Yike. Alessia, welcome. We're on surround sound? Cool. Okay, that was it, Ida. Now we got pulls. 3 pulls for Ida. We're going to try right hand because right hand works better. We were asking that earlier. We don't know where Donna, Mac, and John are. We don't know where Vicky and Mark are. We don't know where Howard is. There's a few folks that, you know, obviously we're concerned about Howard for another reason, but are all celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Okay, so it didn't work right-handed. I'm going to go back to left-handed for Ida. Blank on the left-handed. 2 for 2, nothing. I'd love to, Ida. 40%er. See, I listen. B has me trained too. 60 ID to go with the gorgeous 42. So there you go, Ida. Thank you. Congratulations. As always, wish it was more. Last roll. End of that box. This is, oh, this is from us? This is from us to Caden. And he will have a pull. So happy birthday again, Caden. see if we find something cool in here for you, and you will have a pull. And B just posted up box number 2, the starting order.
Yeah, there's 6 left tonight.
And we're 6 likes away from the next giveaway. Nothing in the roll.
Nothing now?
Uh-uh.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yep.
Good luck. 99.
Oh, that's cool, Michael. Sweetie bought me an old Elgin railroad pocket watch a number of years ago, and I keep it in the box. I don't even carry the thing. I wind it every once in a while just to make sure that it doesn't seize up. She got it all polished up and restored for me. It's absolutely beautiful. I mean, the stuff that she gets me is just unbelievable. It's almost always tied to history and things that are special to me like that. And but for you to have your great grandpa's, that's cool. Or grandpa's. Anyway, Caden, let's get you a good one. $40%. It's better than a blank. There you go, man. 40%, 68. Thank you very much. Happy birthday. And 150. So get the box and then do the giveaway? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. So I'm going to go off mic. I'm going to flip Ida's coin here real quick. And I'll be right back. Wash my hands, get the box. Forgot I already moved the box. All right. So we're going to be doing the 150. Which one are we? That one. Okay. Whoops. Okay, let me get out of your way. Okay, 150 is from Charles. It's an 81D. He calls them toned. We call them rainbows. Depends on your preference. But there's a lot of folks here that love these things. So we had 81 before entries. We have 109 now. Still great odds. and 119 watching, so good luck. Scott Trujillo, please enter me in the giveaway. I know Scott was just here. Let's see if he's still here. BKD, welcome. Scott Trujillo's here. Congratulations, man. Nice coin from Charles. And thank you, Charles.
What are you doing?
Oh, we have the end of the box one too, right? Oh, my bad.
So, that's Barbara's.
This one?
No, the envelope, please.
Oh. Okay.
Susan's.
Another one from Barbara. How cool is this? This is a very hard thing to find. $79 souvenir set. And this is the original mint packaging. It's got the note from Barbara. We showed this in the mail call. But this is the PD and S 1979 Susan B. Anthony's. Is that cool or what? So thank you, Barbara. Good luck to everybody. Tennessee Jack, please enter this old boy into the drawing. All right, old boy, you still here? Quads, welcome. Yeah, I thought I just saw him a second ago. I hope he's not lagging real bad. Oh, he said goodnight. Oh, man. All right, well, we'll give him the time. You know, she's got the timer going. Tennessee Jack, sorry, man. Just in case you wake up and hop back on or something, but last call for Tennessee Jack, just in case. We've been surprised before. Next. Michelle Buffalo, thanks. I have a ton of dimes that I have been hoarding for a very long time. Off to check for any 82s in great shape. D. Michelle, are you here? Oh, Roadrunner, that's cool. He can join the Mossman 52 Club. And Mossman already signed off too. Yeah, everybody hit the refresh button just to make sure that you don't have a bad lag that you've picked up, because these are really nice coins. And in all honesty, B's probably seen them because she's more into the Susan B's than I was before we did that big dollar video. But I've never seen this packaging. I mean, I never looked for it, but I've never seen this packaging until this one. Time is up, unfortunately. Next, good luck. D. Reese. Haven't started my dime hunts yet. Guess it's about time. Yep. D. Reese is here. Congratulations. You're going to love this, man. They are absolutely unbelievable. Thank you, Barbara. We're done with the laptop now? Okay, cool. Thank you. And we still have some rolls left in this last box. I'm going to take a sip of water. That even looks cool on the screen. It shows you what my lag is. And I'm only 3 feet from the camera, from that to my laptop. Okay, box number 2 starts off with S-Free. 10 rolls, so you can play it any way you like. How'd you like to go, S-Free? For Kika, you know, it seems to vary. We were thinking that the silver gray ones, that was the ones we were getting, like the mega boxes, that and the double stacks. We're out of the double stacks, and these were like our third layer of choice. But all three of them have, you know, some are good, some are bad. Aaron, welcome. Wow, you had over 8 minutes of lag built in, Ruler? Yeah, yeah. We like the double stacks because of the basement too. Especially when it evens out to where you get done with the top layer and the bottom layer is still there, and then somebody else gets to start the bottom layer, so you have two people that get to start top and bottom. That's all. That's, to me, that's kind of cool. That's kind of like a bonus thing. Kevin, welcome. S free. Roll 24, please. Okay. Uh, could you please tell me where roll 24 is located? How many over, how many down, whatever. S free said roll 24, please. Okay. B said okay. Just laugh out loud, just the middle. So that coin or the whole middle roll? No, we're not froze. It's just the lag. You'll see my hand pop in there in a second. I actually put my hand down on this coin probably close to 30 seconds ago. That's how much lag is built up in my laptop since the last time I said it, which wasn't very long ago, a couple minutes ago. So S free. Is it just this coin? There, middle row. Sorry for the confusion. Okay, cool. That was kind of what I suspected you were doing when you pointed me to that one, but I don't want to, you know, start without confirming. Ah, there's something I've got on mine. I still have a pretty fair amount of lag on there. Let me update that. I need to have it as current as possible. Okay. X, welcome. All right, got to check S freeze for Mark rolls. Green one, good call. S free picked the green one. And there's another walking lady, 1943. And even this one, look at, if I can get it to focus, look at the detail on not only these feathers, but the feathers up on this top wing. So, beautiful coin. 90%er, good way to start. Need some water. Sorry guys, took a shower literally like 15 minutes before we went live, and I'm going to need another shower by the time we're done. It's like, wow. That is weird. I think it's just dirty, but it just makes for a weird image. Yeah, it's a dirty 72, but look at the pattern that looks like. Isn't that strange? And all it is a regular back of a 72. It's just the way the dirt laid in there. I was almost questioning whether or not it was even an American coin. So it's either the heat. Whoops. Oh, you can get in and out of there? Okay, pup. Cool. He even came out from under the table. He's laying in the middle of the floor under the ceiling fan now. So that tells you it's warm. We have ACX. It's unfortunately it's a heat pump. Whoever thought that places like, you know, Texas, Florida, South Carolina, you know, all through the South, that heat pumps were a good idea. I don't know. Give me an old HVAC system with a furnace and a full-on air conditioner anytime. But our heat pump is not keeping up with the warm-up that we had in the last 24 hours, and so it's just not catching up. It's trying to catch up since yesterday, and we've had the AC set for 73. The closest it got was about bedtime last night. I think I saw it when we went off the air at 2 or so. I think it was around 75, and then of course the sun came back up and it started climbing again. And I checked it a few minutes ago when I grabbed the box, and it was showing 77. And the worrisome thing is I can't even hear it from the vent here. Occasionally when I go, you know, when myself or B go out in the hallway and listen, it sounds like we can hear it, because that's where the intake vent is, the big one where you put your air filter, and it's right underneath the unit in the attic. So if you're going to hear it, you should hear it there, and it's awful quiet. So we hear it cycle every once in a while, but I don't know. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with it, or hey, we spent most of our lives in the north, so you know, May was when we started thinking about planting the garden and all that kind of stuff. Never put my tomatoes in before Memorial Day. Yeah, but somebody said you pour things in the South. Heather did. Grew up in Atlanta, 18 years or so in North Dakota. Wow. Yeah, S. Robbins is right. They run for both cycles. They run longer than a conventional 2007D, and their intention was supposedly to save energy, but they were intended to take a moderate climate and, other than the coldest of days or the hottest of days, keep up. The problem is they don't do very good at either one, and as they age, the range of what they can make comfortable gets less and less. And they don't have a real long life expectancy like a conventional furnace either, and they cost more. And they cost more, like she said, they cost more to operate. So to me, it just seems like a lose-lose. It's probably our phone heating the entire house. That could be possible, Real Ruler. That's a good one. It could be possible. I'm afraid to reach over and touch it to see if your theory is true, because, and I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. So we got two Nifsies. Okay, so we got two Nifsies out of those, and the Liberty, and we've got 6 pulls. Dustin Brennan, welcome. I think I saw your shamrocks fly by a while ago, but first chance I got to say hi. First one coming out. Blank. You heard me starting to say 40%er, and it was blank. All right. Number 2 coming out. blank. Number 3 coming out. 40%er. All right, finally. That's free. 68. 2 more to go. Blank. 1 more to go. Last one, that's free. Oh, man. Got a nice wood collection. If we were loggers, that'd be great. Beautiful 90% Walker. 68D, 40%er. 2007 NIFSI and 2002 NIFSI. Thank you very much, S. Free. Congratulations. Roadrunner, 5 rolls. All right, I got a weird one here. Got a track down the middle. You want 5 from this top row or 5 from the bottom row? Okay. No marked rolls. Tim Newton, welcome. Okay, we got some bright pink ones here. Let's see. Let's see. No, 82. 98. Nope, nothing good. Hey, Elaine. Oh, good night. I like that. Mom's making me go to bed. Good night, Lane. We have rolls coming for Lane? Yeah. Yeah, but that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 people. That's kind of up. What are you saying? Skip the order? Okay. She said he can watch tomorrow. All right. All right. Oh, testing tomorrow. Yeah, you definitely want a good night's sleep for that then. Yeah, Roadrunner. Last 2 rolls here. And nothing on the table, which is not cool. Hey, Jen, welcome. Man, we got the whole Campbell family here. Ouch. Was this supposed to wind up down here? Oh, that's from earlier. But you have...
Yeah, I need that.
Okay. Okay, nothing in the rolls, Roadrunner. So we got 3 pulls. Did you see Ann's message? Ann Whitworth?
No, who's?
Ann Whitworth. She says she paid for 2 rolls. 40%er, first pull. Second pull. Corrigan, welcome. Blank on the second pull. She does not have a donation for you for rolls. She said she's never done it before, so check the spelling. Make sure that you didn't drop the S and send it to the wrong person. You got this one and that one. So sometimes that happens. Last pull was a blank. Sorry, Roadrunner. I believe that was 3. 66 40%er for Roadrunner. And Bonnie said she sent you an email that you might want to read. Michigan Mud Digger. Oh, Michigan Mud Sniper. Michigan Mud Sniper I've got written on this piece of paper. 4 rolls. A black one. Yep. Yep, you're right. 67.
Someone who wanted it didn't pay, so we have 4 rolls left. Somebody's asking.
Okay, well, Ann Whitworth is asking whether you got
No, I didn't.
her money for 2 rolls, I think it was.
It means no pay.
Yeah, okay. We got it.
No, I just don't even see that time.
No, well, she's in the stream right now saying okay. So, nope, not frozen. We're still going. God, I'm missing that wastebasket by a mile each time. It's probably because it isn't where it usually is. Got it that time. Cool. Sold out. Which translates into another giveaway when the box is empty. What, sweetie? I can't hear. I'm doing Michigan, yeah. Okay. 2 polls for Michigan. Yeah, Ruler, I understand, man. It's never good news, and especially when it's a good friend of yours like that. Blank on both. Sorry, Michigan. So you got a 67, 40%er. Thank you, Michigan. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Tony has 10. One black one. One black one. 40%er. And I am out, sweetie. Okay, there you go, Tony. First one, 80%, 68, 40%er. Ramon Juan's here? Oh, I didn't know that. Welcome, Ramon Juan. Yeah, what they're saying to your ruler is true, man. So, if you feel the need that you got to go, don't worry about us, okay? You know, it's up to you. Whichever you feel better, okay? If this is taking your mind off of it some, cool. If not, and you feel that you got to go, then you got to go, you know? 2004 D Nifty, and it has toning on it. So it's got blue around the rim and gold in the center. Ooh, what a shot. Ah, okay.
We can add
All right, Michigan. Your 4 rolls puts us over. You have the option, we can get 4 extra rolls, it's not a big deal, or we can carry it over to Wednesday if you wish, whichever your choice. And Bonnie's asking if you,
Yes, I
okay. You replied twice? Okay.
yes.
Rocco Sue, welcome. I'm doing 10 rolls for Tony now. Yes. Arizona Coins, welcome. Arizona, check out on JBCOINSINC.com. That's our website. We've got a preferred email there. You can check that out about checking on that nickel. And also, I remembered that Mr. Wexler has a guy named Brian, and I'm drawing a blank on Brian's last name, but I know I've sent some nickels to him. And he's been doing the nickels for Mr. Wexler for over a year. And he's amazing how much he knows about nickels. And he charges, I think, like Mr. Wexler, I think he only charges like $5 plus postage ways. And if he gives you an attribution and says, you know, yeah, this is in such error or variety or whatever, it is accepted by the grading companies, just like Wexler. It's totally up to you, man. It doesn't put us in a bad spot. We go over from time to time and we put extra coins in or extra rolls in. You know, 4 is not a big thing. You know, 10, 12, that's a big thing. But 4 is not a big deal. So it's whatever you prefer. We can very easily do 4 on the end of this box and just consider it part of this box. Who knows, man? We always hope for a better box, unless it's a killer box like some of the ones we've had. All right, we'll do them tonight. That's cool. Richard Ferris, welcome. Last roll for Tony. So Tony has 6 pulls. Yep, good luck on the polls, Tony. Blank on the first one. Blank on the second one. Come on. %. All right. Two more pulls, I believe. Blank. One more. Oh, man. Another blank.
Blank?
Yep.
Oh no.
Two 40%ers and a 2004 rainbow, which unfortunately I just noticed somebody scratched it there. So I gotta refresh mine again because it's
That's the message she was asking to read.
okay. Okay, so this is another update about Scott's dad. He's still doing well. Everything is stable, and they have him scheduled for a heart cath in the morning. That's a good sign. He has a hiatal hernia in his esophagus. Ooh, those are no fun. And that has hindered his being able to eat or drink for the last few days, but that finally opened up today, and he was able to eat and drink today, which should help a lot. Just keep right on praying that everything goes well tomorrow and that his kidney numbers stay good and he can stay off dialysis. Thanks, Mrs. B and Jay, for helping to keep the family involved. We really appreciate it. And Scott said he would be in Wednesday night, God willing. Thank you very much for the update, Bonnie and Scott. All right, so next up, Tony Aniro. Nope, I just did Tony Aniro. Sorry. It's like a bonus round. Next up, Heather. Sweetie, are you still up here? Lane said he has a feeling. All right, I gotta wait till she gets back to explain this to me. Night, Ruler. Hang in there, bud. You're doing the right thing. We appreciate all your help. Tracy, you get well too. Lane said he had a feeling about the second box, that's all, but he's in bed now. Mrs. B, you get my email. Yeah, she got it, and she made a note on the paper she puts in front of me so I know who's next, and like special instructions like that. But then she just now picked to go downstairs, which she might be getting me a bottle of water, which I could sorely use. So I just have to wait till she gets back so that I understand what her note means. So, let's see. I'm going to put that down and it'll still be on camera. And you can actually see this stuff that's hiding in the background here a little better. There we go. Much better. Okay, sweetie, I'm on Heather, and I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. So I know Heather said that Lane had a feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolls. She has 45 total.
Okay.
And 2 of her rolls goes to her brother, John.
Okay. Okay. So we can start with 2 rolls for John, and then 7 more rolls for Heather. Heather and Lane, yeah. All right. So there's John's, no markings on his. Heather's, Heather and Lane got 1 40%er. So there's the 40%er. And I'm gonna do Brother John's 2 rolls first. Good luck, John. Nice rusty crusty 80 something. Can't even read the date. So do we do John's pull with his 2 rolls? Okay. Okay, nothing in the rolls. 1 pull for John. Blank. Sorry, John. Didn't get you anything. So now we do Heather and Lane's and see what Lane's feeling was, whether it was a good one or not. I'm hoping it's a good one. Night, Ida. Oh, John can have that one? Okay. 68D 40%er. Very sweet of you, Heather. There you go, John. Another one with the sickness. Welcome to the family. This family. You've already got a family over there. This is the one you get to pick. John's your brother? That's cool. Yeah, I know. Okay, until she gets to put that up, the video that she uploaded today about dimes is where you go to the comment section, leave a comment about the dime video, and that enters you in the giveaways. Which, if we hit 200, we'll have another one for that, a giveaway at the end of this box, plus the 4 rolls that we have to do extra. So we'll do all those, and then we will do the final giveaway for that end of the box. Two more rolls. Tom, welcome. Nothing. So, we still have the pulls. So, let's see what happens there. So, 3 pulls for Heather, sweetie?
She had 7? No, how many rolls she had?
She had 9.
No, mine is 2. She had 7.
No, you wouldn't have 7 for that amount of money.
Okay, I need to know how many. I
It would be,
always had it 25 bucks, right?
yeah. Because normally 50 is 6.
Yeah, let's go with 6. So we have 2.
Okay, and we gave 1 to Brother John.
1 or 2.
1 pull.
Okay. So give her 5 pulls.
Okay, 5 pulls. All right. That works for me. Camera's still working. My laptop's buffering away, so. In fact, my laptop's actually frozen, but the camera's still working. So we got 5 pulls for Heather. Good luck, Heather and Lane. Blank on the first one. All right, Smurf Girl. Take care. Thanks for coming. Blank on the second one. Blank on the third one. Come on. I know they're in there. $90%er. There we go. That's the way to come back. $64 90%er and 1 more pull. I just refreshed my screen and it's still suffering. Blank. $64 90%er. So sorry, I wish it was more than that, but that's what we got. So next up, Jaybird, 5 rolls. Gotta let puppy eat one of those blanks. No, 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 no. He has a bad habit of eating things that cost us a lot of money to get removed. Okay, Jaybird, 5 rolls. 2, 4, and 5. No marked rolls. If I spill coffee on a blank, the dog will definitely eat it because he loves coffee. Matthew, it depends on where you live. Somebody local would have to turn you on to what banks in your area, unless there's a national bank in your area that normally does it. But obviously, you could try a credit union. Credit unions are supposed to always be able to get coins from, because as a credit union member, you are part owner. So there's supposedly they always buy you coin when you order it. We haven't tried it yet, but obviously, if you find a bank that will order them for you, order them from that bank, and then dump the coins when you're done at the bank that you currently have that won't sell you any. That's what we do. Whoop, dropped that one. Caught it as I saw it. 2002 P NIFC. And if they say that they don't accept the change, or they're going to charge you for the change, or if anybody says that they're going to charge you to order a box, or they charge a fee, whatever, of any kind, anything above face value of the box is against the law. Tell them you're going to contact the state regulators and you want to speak to the bank manager or the bank president. And if they're no help, you do have the right to call the state regulator and turn them in. But if that bank also has a local branch that's within reasonable driving distance, you can go to that other branch. And a lot of times one branch has a group of tellers that just don't want to cooperate. And you go to the next branch down the road and they're willing to give you anything you like. So you can actually buy them from one branch, and we actually do this with one of the banks that we deal with. We buy them from one branch, and these all get bagged up and get dumped at the other bank branch from the same bank where the tellers wouldn't sell us coin. And they got so tired of us bringing them wrapped rolls that they upgraded us to the bags. So now we can bring in the bags. So funny how that works. And they keep asking us where we get all these coins. We just save them. 3 pulls for Jaybird. Come on. $40%er. Cool. 68D. And if any banker ever lies to you, bank teller or banker lies to you and says you have to buy these from the Fed, you cannot buy them from the Fed. And you call them out on it right there, which we always do. And you tell them that's not true. That's wrong, inaccurate information that you're giving out to people. I want to talk to your manager right now. The Fed will not sell coin to me. And if he insists that that's true, the bank manager or president, ask him to call the local Fed while you're sitting there and ask if you as a civilian can buy coin from the Fed on speakerphone. Or you do it on your cell phone. I've done that too. They get real apologetic real fast. 40%er. Last pull. $40%er. Wow, went 3 for 3 on that one in the right way. So you got 67, 68, 69 40%ers. And you got a 2002 Philadelphia NIFC. First year of the current run of NIFCs. So congratulations, Jaybird. Next up, Glasstron, and then we will have these 4 extra rolls here. Let's see, Glasstron has 5 rolls. Sweetie?
What?
I just pulled Glasstron's 5 rolls, and I put the 4 in here that you put on the table. There's 2 rolls left in the box.
Then I have to show someone. So 5 you gave me. That's how
I have no way of figuring out who that would have been.
okay. So what's up?
Okay, so
So just do what you're doing now.
do what I'm doing now, and then these go to, okay.
The restaurant 5.
Glasstron's 5 are right here. No mark rolls. Angela, welcome. Well, Coinstar machines are legal, and they're really no different than a lot of what the banks have gone to. Instead of having the machine behind the teller line, which is what I'm used to, it's what I grew up with. A lot of the banks, even here, we have a bank that has a couple of banks that have them in the lobby, and they look like they're in an old ATM machine. And if you're a customer, a lot of them for the first $25, like that's a box of pennies, right? So whoop-de-doo. For the first $25, most of them won't charge a fee. After $25, they charge anywhere from $5 to 11 or 12%, which is even higher than most Coinstars. And you're a bank customer. So when I see those in the lobby, I don't have anything to do with bringing them coin. And a couple of the banks that had those that we wouldn't bring coin to, we told them that we wouldn't bring them coin and pay them more than Coinstar. And apparently a lot of people figured it out and out of order on there. And when we asked them what happened to the machine when it disappeared about 6 months later, they said, oh, it just cost too much for maintenance. It's like, yeah, right. Come to think of it, it might even be the same bank that we dump at now. But yeah, there's the blue ones that are not Coinstar. They're low and flat and square, and they're blue. And those actually take $50, where the Coinstars don't. And for a while, the stores that had those were selling us the coins until one of the managers admitted that they were keeping the coins for themselves and collecting them themselves for silver. So then they started coming up with, oh, it's a company policy. We can't sell bags out of the machine. At first that was local, but now we've seen it spread to other states around us too. So it's to me, all those machines are wrong. The banks should be doing their job and taking care of you, and if they don't, then it's going to be credit union, you know. And the only reason we haven't done a credit union is there isn't one really close to us. Glasstron, nothing in the rolls. 3 pulls coming up. Good luck, Glasstron. $40%. Cool. Second one coming out. Blank on that one. Shoot, one more pull. Blank. So 168, 40%er for Glastron. And then we have who's the extra rolls for again? Oh yeah, Michigan Mud Sniper. Yes, that's what the lady said. Green one. $56. Good luck, Michigan. Once we finish Michigan's, we will be done with this box. And we will do the final giveaway for the end of the box. Of course, we got to do his pulls too. The rolls for JP?
Mm-hmm. That's most likely.
That's possibly, yeah.
Sorry,
Did I skip you, JP? Okay. All right. Put those back there. I hear a phone going off. Yeah, most branches of Wells Fargo will order you coins as long as you have an account with them. We have one that's two that are a little unfriendly about that. And they are so unpleasant that we just don't even deal with them because there's a whole bunch of Wells Fargo branches around us. So we just go to the ones that are nice and get us what we need. But see, that's the thing, is not knowing what area. Only silver, welcome. I didn't even realize it was somebody new. Not knowing what area somebody lives in or what banks are available. Wells Fargo's not everywhere. BB&T's not everywhere. And the nearest credit union to us that I can think of is about an hour drive away that I know of. So These are Glastrons. Whoa. Almost dumped that. No, these are not Glastrons. Michigan Mud Digger, sorry. Thank you. Four rolls, so 2 poles. Ronnie, I can't. All I have available on my computer when I'm doing this is the stream. So I can see what I'm doing and I can see the chat. Any email questions and stuff go to B's computer behind me. And she's stepped out of the room again. So that was her phone going off. Last poll. 40%er. Oop. 68 40%er to go with the 90% Benji. So there's Michigan Mud Diggers. Congratulations. Or Michigan Mud Sniper, as she has written down here. Let's see. And this one, these two belong to JP. And JP, I'm very sorry. They were sitting off by themselves in the box, and it was like, that's why I asked Sweetie, like, what's the deal? So, and she caught it real quick because I check off when I do them, but I didn't see it. It was too close to another name, and I just didn't see it. So, let's see what we got here. There you go, 2013 Denver. Real nice one. Yeah, I'm getting real concerned about Howard again because when we were doing Wednesday, they were saying that he was probably going home the next day, which would be Thursday. And here it is, Sunday. He missed Saturday, and we haven't heard a thing from anybody in the family. So that's very unlike them. His wife has been sending us private messages about his condition all along. So for them to go radio silent. So you got a 2013 Nifsy, a really pretty one, and you have one. $40%er. There we go. $67 to go with the 2013 Nifsy. So there you go, JP. If I can, oops, sorry, puppy. You're just laying in the wrong spot, bud. Sorry. Okay. So, box is done. We're at 173 on the thumbs up. Sweetie's on the phone. Hang on a second, guys. Let me find out. Deal with that, but I'll do it myself. What is it?
The box is Ida's.
This?
Around.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right. Sorry about that. So, end of the box is the silver round that Ida sent. It's a silver bullion round. It says 1 troy ounce, 0.99 fine silver, 2019. And I will grab the computer. Flying solo. Got that in the right place? Yep. Whoop. All right. See if I can figure this out. I think I can. All right, so we had 109 people entered. We have 123. So it's gone up quite a bit. There we go. Good luck, everybody. Greg McCoy, please enter me in Sunday's giveaways. Is Greg McCoy here? Yeah, Sharon, I had to ask her which one was it that was supposed to be the end. Greg McCoy. Got a feeling he's going to time out anyway. Last call for Greg McCoy. I got to move my hand so you guys don't think this is frozen. Although you can just make out that. All right, so next. Good luck, everybody. D. Reese, again. Haven't started my dime hunts yet. Guess it's about time. Is D. Reese here? D. Reese, hey. See, thank you to Ida. It's a beautiful silver round. Very cool. Nice heavy chunk of silver. Write that down. Okay. Cool. I actually figured it out. I'll try to plug that back into power. And guess what? That's another successful Sunday night live stream in the bank. And been an interesting one. We got a lot of folks that are hurting and a lot of people that need prayers. We've got some folks that are getting better. Black Steel and Silver Numisman, welcome. Yeah, have a good night. So I guess in closing for tonight, just prayers to all of our folks. Thank you, Barbara. Yeah, I'll be doing my thing on Tuesday. And as stubborn as I am, like somebody said last night, B and I are both planning on being here Wednesday night. So if something changes, then she'll post it up. But thank you all very much for being concerned about both of us and about being concerned about everybody in the family. Thank you to everybody for the gifts, for the giveaways, and for the donations to the camera fund, and just for being part of the family and being the wonderful, special people that you are, that we're very, very proud of. We couldn't ask for more. So with that, God bless, sweet dreams, till Wednesday, other than the videos, of course, every day. Until Wednesday, J&B signing off.